Today, we're going to be taking a look at some handy hints that our transvirtual support team has put together. So firstly, I believe our first hint will be to open a link in a new tab. Now this is what we tend to do when multitasking. If you right click on any of our links, you can open link in new tab. This means that you can keep the current page open whilst also having the other page open in another tab. So now you can do two tasks at once or refer to any sort of history or even just to keep track of what you're doing. Another handy hint would be to use the helper icons. These helper icons are usually in a lot of different places, but the most common place would be for informative screens with settings. So if we go to our global setup, you'll be able to see next to most of the settings there is a little question mark. This question mark you can click on and you'll see that it will be an actual helper icon. And in these helper icons is a lot of information that will help you understand what most of these settings do. Another little handy hint, if we go back to our consignment search screen, would be the helper links. Now these helper links are the big question marks in the top right hand corner. This will take you to one of our articles related to that specific page. So as you can see, we have our search consignments page, which also references our consignment search videos, which can be very handy if you're looking to learn more about that individual page or if you're not sure how to use a particular setting on that page. So if we go back to our consignment search page again, we can actually look at our help button located at the top next to our settings button. Now here you can search for online help or you can request a phone appointment. Now requesting a phone appointment is more like just requesting a support session, and to refer to our support policy you can find this down the bottom of your page along with some terms and conditions and some other sorts of policies that we have in place. Now another thing that we can have a look at is the export button. This is on most filter pages where you can export a CSV or an Excel spreadsheet. And after this we have our column selector, which you'll be able to get more comfortable with in our search consignment page video. We have our ability to update defaults and update current staff members, agent members, and any users of these pages. And we also have our profile section. So if we click on our own name, we can see that we can reference to our own profile, we can view history of where we've been, and we can also enter security mode, but that's only accessible for super admins. Now another thing that we can do is filter. Now on these filter pages you can use a little bit of handy code. So what we can do is if you put in a exclamation mark, you can actually exclude certain characters. So as you just saw, I just excluded the letter U, which in turn excluded Unified Logistics as a customer. Now another thing that we can do is put in a percentage symbol. Now a percentage symbol at the start means to end with. As you can see, we have ending with logistics. And then putting a percentage symbol on the end of a word means to start with. As we can see here, we have starts with supply for supply chain core. Another thing you can do is put the percentage symbols around a word to say contains. So in this example, we will put in contains the letter I. So now anything that has the letter I in it will appear. And if we change to unified, it will only contain unified. And we can change that to be whatever we want. So you can do this for words or even just simple letters by themselves, but that is how you use those options to filter. And that is our video on handy hints. Thank you for watching.